Hi everyone, welcome to Snap Vegan, where eating on the cheap doesn't have to kill you. I just wanted to check in with you, let you know I'm okay, and let you know about a couple things I have found out, you know, recently. And that's not it. Where is it? Let you know what's up. So, talk to my son. He's not going to be able to come after all. So that kind of hurts my feelings a little, but I understand. And, another time. Because, he's no different than me. Well, he gets more in disability than I do, but still, money's tight. He has a lady friend that lives with him. She has a job and works and stuff. So, it's not quite as bad for him. But that doesn't mean the struggles aren't real. So I just want to let you know I'm okay. I want to thank Susan again for her care package. It has helped tremendously. Let me get some of this light off of me. Good Lord, there. That was bright. So, again, says Stephen, my son, he's not going to be able to come visit like I'd hoped. But again, I understand. So, I'll talk about the things we have to do to get by. And I was reading somewhere else where I think it was a post Bernie had made or somebody had made about, having to choose to pay your electric bill or get your medicine. Well, I got my electric bill. Where's it at? That's the wrong piece of paper. Got my electric bill. And so, I still have the problem with my car. The fan blower won't blow. And it won't blow. The other day it worked just for a few minutes and cold air came out of it. So I know, hey Kim, I know the air conditioner's charged, but the fan blower won't blow. So I was looking over what my bills and stuff were going to be next month. And if I take all of the money left over, I'm still going to be a little shy of being able to get that car fixed. So, high estimates like 500. Well, high estimates 700. Low estimates about four and a quarter, something like that. So what I don't have much of a choice to do is I have to not pay my electric bill in order to get my car fixed. Because if, winter's coming, it's Fort Wayne, we had snow in October last year. But this is just an example of how people on disability, have to juggle things. And that's what we have to do. So that'll make this balance, 103.82, roll over to next month and be added on to. And, I'm not going to be able to pay that double bill either. So basically, I'm going to have to wait for a cutoff notice, then I can get some help. That's going to redeem my credit report, which, I don't have credit anyway. Hey, Rebecca, I haven't had, I cut my credit cards up when my dad died. I kept a promise. Cut them all up, paid off my student, paid off all the bills. Paid everything off with my 401k when I got that in 2008. And so, so I just pay cash wherever I go. So I don't really care about my credit report because, I don't use credit. If I want something, I'll try to save up for it and I'll buy it when I can. It would be handy to have a credit card for car repairs. But, I didn't think about all that. Because you don't think about all that. You just don't think about it. Yeah, I'm working, I'm fine. Yeah. Bam, you're not working. It's not fine anymore. So, you know, that's gonna, I don't know. The appointment with the car guy is on October 3rd. That's my payday. And he told me low estimate was like 4.25. Upper estimate was like 734, I think. Where is that thing? $764.70. So that's if it's the receiver and dryer and AC expansion tube assembly, evaporator core, system charge, whatever else. So that's $764.70. That's the high. That's it. And if it's just a module, the modules. Where's my other piece of paper? It's around here somewhere. I think I showed you last time. Anyway, modules like $350. Scope is to hook a scope up to the blower motor to see the inside and what's going on. That's $75. If they have to replace the module, it's $3 something. And then if it's the blower motor itself, that's something even different. That's not even on that estimate. So basically, now I'm going to have to not pay my electric bill this month and get as much work done on the car as I can. That's going to leave me absolutely nothing to, get my cigarettes and Austin's food and his treats, and not treats, but things that pill pockets that I put his medicine in. Things I would ordinarily do every month. I'm not going to be able to do it. But I need heat in my car, and I need the fan to blow. So that's what I got to do. And that's what a lot of people have to do. Get ready to storm here. Can you hear the thunder outside? But, I just wanted to let you know, I'm not alone in this adventure here, Several of my friends are on disability. Some of them are better situated than I am, and than others are, because they have other sources of income that helps them out from time to time. And but when you think about, like if I had medicine to buy, the medicine that I get is no more than like $16 a month, and I can get 3 months at a time, and that's okay. So in that realm, I'm okay, because I don't take my Trilogy every day. I still have like 10 days left on my very first thing I got 2 months ago. And I don't take the Flonase every day. It's only when I'm feeling stuffy headed. So I don't need that right away. And then the other stuff, I'm fine. I did talk to my doctor when I went for my B12. I didn't talk to my doctor, I talked to the nurse. And the original Xanax prescription was like, take one tablet 3 times a day or whatever, as needed, whatever. And the prescription she wrote was for 30 pills once a day. And I'm like, well, when I do have anxiety, I need it more than once a day. What I was wanting to do is just get the prescription refilled as it was written originally, and then get 3 months worth, for mail order, and I'd be set for the whole year. But she didn't want to do that. And so for me to get it refilled, I'd have to pee in a cup again. And I'm just like, okay, never mind. And I just ripped up the prescription, and I said, I'm looking for the original prescription that she wrote. And I need 3 months supply. And that's all I need. That's all I need. That's all I need. And I said, for her to write that prescription the way she wrote that prescription, when she knows I have anxiety and how bad it can get, that's not kosher. She also knows I'm not a drug seeker, and that I hate pain pills or any kind of narcotic or anything like that. So I don't know why she wrote the prescription the way she wrote the prescription. But I do remember telling her nurse that all I needed was like a 3-month supply and I'd be good for the whole year. So she just needed to write for a 3-month supply. So maybe she wrote the prescription that way because I said I didn't need as much. I don't know. I don't know, but ooh. Oh yeah, it's coming down now. We needed a drink of water outside anyway. But so, I don't have that much medicine. But you think, okay, so you think of other people who are not having to pay their electric bill so they can get their medicine. And then you say, and their car breaks down. And they have $948 a month to do that with, or in Patty's case, $780 a month to deal with that. So this, I'm in better shape than Patty. Of course, she does have a dog sitting job that pays her, a couple $100 a month. So she's probably equal up there with me, as far as money goes. She's got as much money as I do, just not officially. You know what I mean? It's just not in official form. So, actually, she has, she has just a little bit more money than I do. But these are the things you need to think about. If you know somebody on disability or whatever, and you can help them out, please help them out. I'm blessed and grateful to have subscribers that are very kind and generous. But just imagine who don't have a YouTube channel, who don't have people that can understand, who don't have compassionate friends, or, and just here 2 hours ago, I hadn't had cigarettes for like 3 or 4 days. I was getting bitchy, y'all. I have the patches, the patches. Hold on a minute. Let me go show you. So the patches I have, you see there's just a little tiny bit of sticky around it. And it don't stick. So then I have to get the big Band-Aid, which I only have 4 of these Band-Aids left, to put over it to stick to me. So, do you have the opinion of people do you have the option of people? Do you have the option of PPI? Oh, no, we don't have that around here, Catherine. It's not based on income. No, there's a place here called Bright Point that used to help us out. Matter of fact, I got the paperwork right here for Bright Point. Have to recertify. This is a hang on a minute. So that's the utility assistance application checklist or whatever. So I got all that. I have to go to the library and print out my lease because I don't have a printer anymore. The paper thing broke when I was moving, and so now I don't have a printer, so I can't scan anything. I can't copy anything. I can't print anything. And that's another, $80 to get a printer that I don't have. So I'm going to have to go to the library and put my lease on a thumb drive, which I have a file. I just don't have a way to print it out. Go to the library, print that out, and I literally have like $1.45 in my checking account. So I'm not going to spend that to go print a 20-page lease because it's 10 cents a page. I have to wait till the 3rd to do that, and that's something I have to do. So I got to spend that money. I have to get my toilet paper. You know that. I mean, that toilet paper Susan sent me gone. I mean, I got like 2 rolls left. I don't get paid till the 3rd. So, it's like, it's hard to, what was I going to tell you? Did I tell, oh, wait, we were talking about, I hadn't had cigarettes for like 4 days, and I was wearing the patch. I meant to tell you, it started giving me a headache. And so I had last night cut one in half, but that didn't quite do it either. And I was getting really jittery. I mean, I was literally getting shakes. So I took it off. And I have a cousin that's from Washington State that I haven't seen since I was a kid. I haven't seen since my Aunt Hazel's funeral, I think. Maybe my Aunt Mary's funeral, way back in the 70s, late 70s. And anyway, we reconnected on Facebook and been talking. And I've met some more cousins that I never even knew, which is great. And through ancestry, we found out he's got another daughter, so that's good. So we welcome her to the family, and so I just sent him. I said, "Cousin, I've been out of cigarettes for 4 days. I'm gonna cut somebody like a bitch if I don't have a cigarette. Can you please send me just something to get a pack of cigarettes?" And so he sent me like $19 in PayPal. So I went and got 4 packs of cigarettes. Had a couple, so I'm okay now. I'm not gonna cut nobody now. But what if not? You know what I mean? It's like I would never expect, or even much less ask, anybody on that side of my family to help me out with cigarettes. I mean, I understand the plight. So if somebody was to ask me, I get it. And if I had money, I would send you money for a pack of cigarettes if I had it, because I know what it's like, and I know how one pack of cigarettes can just change everything. Because you get angry, you go through those withdrawals. But that's my only vice. I don't drink much to speak of. Last time I had a drink was election night, 2016. I was ready either way. But it's like, so do you criticize people who smoke and are on disability? Because my disability is not welfare. I paid into it. It's not damn money anyway. So, just ain't enough. I guess there's 6 years I was foster parent and stayed home with my son because he was sick. And, that kind of took a hit to my regular Social Security money. But, I was either going to be a mom or I was going to be a working mom that slacked off on her son. And I'm not going to do that, right? Kim knows my son had a difficult childhood in many ways. And some of it required me to stay home. And so to stay home and be able to afford all of that, I started foster parenting, and I had like 26 foster kids in a 4-year period of time or 5-year period of time. And I had a in-home daycare. I was licensed and, take care of, that's how I took care of the bills when I wasn't working. And then after things settled down, I went back to work. So, you do what you got to do. But that time period, I think it was like 8 years altogether, took a hit on my Social Security. So I'm not getting all of it. All of it that I should have gotten. So, that's on me. But life, you do what you got to do. Now, in Patty's instance, Patty was married to this guy, and he didn't want her to work. And she moved here from Michigan. She had a job. She worked in a senior assisted living facility. So she was making money. Always had work. She was a vet tech, and she did other things on the side to make money. Part-time gigs and stuff like that. And for the 7 years that she was with him, she didn't work. She didn't pay any Social Security. So when she got her breast cancer, she couldn't get Social Security disability. So she had to do SSI, which was only $750 a month. So she was on that for 2 years, and now that she's 62, they just made her take her regular Social Security, which was only $700 and some dollars, and they supplement it with SSI to make up for the $780, whatever it is now. And that's what she's got to live on because he didn't want her to work. Don't buy into that, ladies. Work, or you lose your Social Security. So, just different instances of, do any of y'all have any instances to where you've had to not pay something to pay for something else that you really had to have? Because I think we should share our experiences like this so people know what's going on. Anybody? If you have a story like that, post it in the comments below or in the live chat here, so other people can know that they're not alone. Share your experience. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, I'm bummed out about the trade-offs I have to make, because I'd rather pay my electric bill. I'd rather pay it and get the car fixed without any help from anybody. So, in order to get my car fixed, I'm just going to have to decide not to pay my electric bill. And if I have to get some of the work done this month and some of the work done next month, that's what I'll have to do and not pay my electric bill for 2 months. But it basically boils down to $700 being the difference between $700 a month being the difference between being completely independent and living on a budget. You're still living on a budget, but you're independent, don't have to ask somebody for help. Or not being able to do things you have to do, make crazy trade-offs and do without even some personal hygiene things or whatever. Get your medicine or go to the doctor or, dentist or whatever. I was like my dentures. I got my dentures in what, 2014, I think. Well, I'm due for new dentures in 2021. Am I going to have $1,800? No. By then they'll cost $2,000. But I like my smile. I get compliments on my smile all the time. But that's an $1,800 smile, and I still owe Kim like $1,000 because she loaned it to me to get my dentures. She's in my will though, so she knows she's gonna get her money sometime. But I'm just saying. Oh no! Wait a minute! I paid you back for the dentures. It's a car repair I owe you for. Kim helped me out with car repair. Told her I'd make payments. I haven't been able to, but she's in my will. My son already knows. She gets that money right off the top, and she knows too. So, just don't die before me is all I got to tell you. I'll go first. Don't worry. You'll get your money. But, I love you, Kim. But, it's like, it's hard. It's hard. And, especially if you have a pet, like Austin. Where is he? Where you at? Boston. Whoosh. He's probably on the couch somewhere. But, he requires probiotics. Well, that's only $7 a month. That's not bad. Unless you don't have $7. And then he'll be barfing all over the place. And diarrhea all over the place. And everything like that. Do you have followers who try to rescue you from your ignorance? I do. I'm not ignorant. And my subscribers don't think I am either. This is a real experience, and I'm an educated person that used to make decent living, and I don't have any followers or that consider me to be ignorant? If I do, that's on them. I can't do anything about their perception of how things are. That's when we have chats like this, to just explain how things happen. And if you're new to the channel and you start from the very beginning, you can see, you know, this is kind of what we do. We get together and we chat, and you know, I'm not ignorant. I know I'm not ignorant. So there's nothing to be rescued, ignorance to be rescued from. I don't quite know what you mean, Anita. So you want to maybe explain that a little bit further? Because I don't think any of my subscribers consider me to be ignorant or needing to be rescued from my ignorance, because there's no ignorance here. There's mistakes that I've made. There are goals that I haven't met. There are successes that I have backslid from. But there are always goals in place to improve things, to be able to get off of this disability trap. And I don't consider I see. Every now and then I have a follower who believes they must change me from being poor. They believe poor people are poor because they don't know enough. I see what you're saying. No, I don't have any followers like that, praise God. Because the subscribers that are with me began at the beginning. And if they came in later on, they started at the beginning to catch up, because now they know what happens. And I'm not poor because I didn't know enough. Well, I guess, well, health-wise, my poor health is because I didn't know enough. And I do know better now. And so when I don't do what I should do, that's all on me now. And that happens, you know, I've already admitted to everybody, vegan, snap vegan. Vegan is the goal. Actually, whole food, plant-based eating is the goal, to be 100%. But I've not quite ever gotten to 100%. I've had good successes along the way. And, you know, during the little transition period of time, I backslid, and I cheat once a month, religiously. I like my Taco Bell. I like my KFC. You know, everybody knows that. Once a month, I will just have what I've been craving and be done with it, because I can't. I can just do that once and be done with it for the month. But next month comes around, I'll do it again. Oh, by the way, I'm down to, I think it was 263 this morning. So it's still coming off gradually. No cleansing required. So it's like 2 pounds from the cleanse down for the more. So, oh, let me tell you what I had for dinner last night, y'all. I got the Beyond Meat crumbles. It's been in my freezer for 2 months. And they have like a rosemary sage kind of flavor kind of thing going on to them. And I use them if I make nachos or tacos or burritos or something like that. I use them for that. And so in my CSFP bag, I got a bag of powdered instant mashed potatoes. So I made the instant mashed potatoes with soy milk. I opened up a can of corn, dumped it in there, and I added the Beyond Meat crumbles, added in there. Back where I come from, we call that shepherd's pie, but no pastry, just shepherd's pie. And it was so good. It was real good. And I had some, I ate that for breakfast too. So try that. I mean, even if, you know, like I said, instant mashed potatoes, just use soy milk. It calls for 1 1/3 cup of milk. Use soy milk. I got almond milk too, but I don't want an almond taste in my mashed potatoes. You know what I mean? So soy milk worked out the best. So mashed potatoes, a can of corn, and the Beyond Meat crumbles. Good. It was good. Hey, Roses and Cards lost 16 pounds this month. Yeah. Woo, woo, woo. She's doing great. Yay. So, how about that? So, anyway, I see. So, that's what I ate for dinner. I don't have a way of filming it. I swear I don't. There's not enough light, the shadows, the everything. I thought about using my little arm thing that I used at the other place where I could do kind of overhead shot and stuff. Can't do it in this place. Can't do it. The microwave is right over the stove, and there's nowhere to hook the arm to get it to go under. And I checked that it's too close. It's like way too close to the top of the pot. I don't know what to do. I mean, maybe when, things settle down, and I don't know when the hell that's going to be, but I'm going to get those soft umbrella lights, and I could put on one side and the other side so there's no shadow. And the overhead light, I'll get a frosted thing instead of a clear one. I don't know. I got to work it out because I want to do cooking videos. And I was making the crumbles last night. I took my tablet in there on this stand that I'm using for a flashlight now. I have this stand. See my flashlight? Whoop. That's the light because it's so dark in here. So I tried that. I mean, not using the flashlight, just using the kitchen light and the under light from the microwave, and putting this on the counter, to try to show you what I was doing. And after I pulled the video and looked at it, it was dark. It was just dark and grainy. I don't know where the grainy comes from, but it was grainy. So I'm like, what am I going to do? I got to figure this thing out. I got to do my cooking videos because that keeps me on track. When I feel obligated to do cooking videos, that keeps me eating right. Because I have to, because I got to show you what I did last night or whatever. You know what I mean? And I thought that, oh man, this is so easy. Just, instant mashed potatoes. I mean, what poor people have, right? We can relate, right? So you get your instant mashed potatoes from the government. And your can of corn from the government. And then you go and splurge and get you some Beyond Meat crumbles that are like fake meat, whatever. It tastes like rosemary and thyme, and it's really good. And put it together, and you got a great meal. And so, I want to show you that. But I couldn't. So I got to figure out that lighting business. And like right now in my living room, it's dark. And it's 4:33 in the afternoon, and I usually get afternoon sunshine in there. But I think a man designed this building. Because who puts the windows just on one side of the room? Who does that? A man, because it ain't thinking. But so the light from that side of the room doesn't get to the kitchen area, which would eliminate a lot of shadows, But that ain't happening. So I don't know. We will get it figured out. I promise. But, I'll have to try to look and see what other kind of lighting options under the counter lighting, the ones that I have seen are, it's like the lip of the counter is here and the under lighting thing comes down past the lip of the counter. I mean, the cabinet. So it kind of sticks out from the cabinet. And I don't want to do that. I don't want it to stick out from the side of the cabinet. And then if you put it in the middle of the cabinet, underneath, it still sticks out, and I don't, it's hard to explain unless I could show you. But I went to Menards and I looked at some because I was letting Patty know that she doesn't have a light in her closet, and I do. So I was telling her, I saw these lights that were on the end cap at Menards, over by the washing machine area, the appliance area, and they were on an end cap, and it was a remote control kind of thing, and it had like 3 or 4 LED lights, and you could adjust the swivel of them and stuff like that. But they were about that thick, so she could just stick that on her inside of her cabinet. I mean, inside of her closet, and that would do good for her because she could direct it, And I can't hang anything from the ceiling here. Break the rules. No rules. I can't break the rules. I know. I need something, but I'm not allowed to hang anything from the ceiling. Because I had a friend got me a Chinese lantern that I was using in my other kitchen before I moved here. And I had that sucker up with those command strip hooks and stuff like that. Can't do that here. Nothing on the ceiling. And we've got that ceiling that's got that. What do you call it? They call it an acoustic ceiling. I call it stalactites. It's just gross. It's not a flat ceiling. It's got those bumps and stuff in it. But the Chinese lantern worked great in the kitchen. I mean, it was perfect lighting, didn't y'all think? I mean, the before and after on those videos way back in the day, before Fran got me that Chinese lantern, man, day and night. I mean, it was great. But no swag in here. Can't swag. So I don't know. Right now I'm using the flashlight off my tablet, and I have a little desk light over here. I've got it tilted just a little bit. So that's how I'm doing it from here. But I'm talking about the lighting in the kitchen, basically. That's what I'm talking about. Because I want to get back to doing cooking videos. Because that holds me accountable to you guys. Holds me accountable to me too. But so anyway, I just, if you have a story to share about having to make a trade-off between one thing that you should be doing as a responsible adult anyway, to get something done that needs to be done to keep you mobile and going, to the doctors. And I mean, I got to have my car. I got to have my car. I got to have heat in the car. I've got, so this, I'm confessing my trade-off. But if you've ever had to experience anything like that, please let us know below. Because, I am sure that I'm not by myself here. I've read stories about other people, going through similar things. So, me, I don't mind telling you my faults. I don't mind telling you my downfalls. I don't mind fessing up to a mistake I made, because I make lots of them. But this is one, especially with winter approaching. At least I'm on the second floor. I don't think my heating bill is going to be squat this winter, because downstairs is going to be heating me. So hopefully this 103 will be turning into 50. I sold my refrigerator to pay for termite treatments. Yes, that counts. Yeah, that counts. I'm selling a rollator I've got here because my fat ass is too big to get in it. I mean, I could sit in it, but my fat on the sides just squished through. It's like terrible. I need a bariatric rollator walker. And the cheapest one I found was $103 at Walmart. The one I really, 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 really want is like $130 at Walmart. But there's one for 103. So I'm trying to sell that rollator, which I now have a plant in. Plant sitting on it by the window. I'm trying to sell that so I can get money. And my old computer monitor, which is a nice 19-inch LG. I mean, no scratches, dents, dings, works fine. I just got a wider one. I got this other wider one so I could do the videos. The video software is 16:9, so I needed a wider thing. So I just got like a 24-inch monitor. So I'm trying to sell that, and between the two of those things, I can get the bariatric rollator that I need. So, but I can't get it until those two things sell. But I'll keep them on Facebook Marketplace just in case. Maybe a can light you put on the floor. Well, Catherine, they have these softbox lighting kits. And I thought I had it on my Amazon wish list. Maybe it's in my shopping list. But there's two small, not big, two small square softbox things that mount on a tripod, you know. So if I had something like that, I could put one lower, like to light in between the cabinets and the counter, and the other one a little higher up to eliminate the shadows and stuff. And, you know, and they're LED lights, and they're good for HD. LED is really good for HD video production. But the light bulb screws into it, and it diffuses the light, and it gets rid of the shadows and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm not a professional YouTuber. I mean, come on. This is just kind of, I mean, ideally, that would be great. That would work out fine. But, you know, do I want to spend the money on gear? I mean, photography, if you are a part of my regular channel, I mean, you know, photography is always my hobby. I like it. I love it. I still don't have the camera that I've been wanting forever and ever and ever to do what I want to do. But, you know, that would be good for me to make extra money too. If I had this, I could get a backdrop and just do portrait photography off the cuff. That would be great because I'm really good at that. And I don't know, but since I'm not like a professional YouTuber, do I want that kind of investment? I mean, I'm thinking how many electric bills could I pay for what that's going to cost? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I need to get a lottery ticket. Right. But anyway, I don't know. We'll get it all figured out. But yeah, your little exchange, you sold your refrigerator to pay for termite treatments. That does count. Things you've had to trade off to get something else done, or sell off to get something else done. And yeah, that counts. And it matters. I mean, you know, it happens to a lot of people. It's happening to me right now. So I wanted this kind of a confessional. Let you know what's going on. I mean, you know, it's I would not have, even if I was on regular Social Security, I think my rate, you know, without that 8-year gap, I'd be getting like, I don't know, $1,600 a month, something like that. Hey, Jake. But since, you know, that would be the $700 difference in me needing to ask for help or from any agency or whatever, and me being able to do it on my own. Living very minimally, which I'm okay with living minimally. I'm okay with that. You know, all the stuff I threw away, you know, to get ready to come here and just put it in the dumpster and dump all this stuff I had, I don't miss it at all. I do think sometimes like, oh my, where is this thing? Where did I put that thing at? Oh yeah, that's right. I threw it away. Oh, Oh, look what I found the other day. Me in better times. That's me. How about that? That's me at age 33. How about that? I used to be party. I used to be a party girl. Anyway, I like to throw little things like that because people who ain't still hanging with this feed done left and miss out on stuff like that. Thank you, Jake. Okay, so anyway, I think that's all. I just want to call in and make a confession. I'm gonna have to go to Brightpoint to get help with my electric. I reckon. I don't know when I get the cutoff notice because I'm gonna get a cutoff notice. So I am choosing. Will the electric? They are cheap. I don't know what that means. Will the electric? They are cheap. I got one for $5. Will the electric? I don't know what that means. But so I'm confessing that I am intentionally making a decision that's going to make me have to go do the humility thing and go beg for money from an agency or help from an agency. But I have to have my car. I have to have my car. So I have to have heat in the car. And the bus stop isn't too far to walk, but depending on the weather, if it's snowing and ice and everything out, I can't walk out there like that. I gave my last bus pass away. It was a monthly bus pass that I kept in my wallet at all times in case my car broke down. But one of my neighbors here was getting ready to start a new job, and she didn't have money for a bus pass. And so I gave her my bus pass. And she said, well, I start getting paid in 2 weeks. I'll get this back to you. I'm like, okay. It's been a month and a half. So I did see her yesterday. And I did mention to her that I wouldn't normally have to ask it, and I normally wouldn't. But since she said she got paid and would get that back to me, I need her to make good on that this week. And she said, it'd have to be next week because that's when I get paid. I'm like, okay. So that'd be the 4th of October. I'll look for that because she can get the bus pass for $22. I bought mine for $38 when I was in school. So she don't even have to pay as much for it as I had to pay for it. That's the deal. Because she said, well, how much you want for it? I said, I don't want the money. I just want a bus pass. So you can just buy another monthly pass and give that to me because that's how I gave it to you. That's how I want it back. I just need get the bus pass, the monthly bus pass, and just give it back to me. And she says, oh, I paid $22 for that. I said, well, I paid $38 for mine. So good. You don't have to pay as much. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. She's a good woman. She needed some help. And she did offer to pay it back. And I said, okay. Because that was my last one. I used to keep 3 months worth. 3 months worth of bus passes in my wallet at all times. They were good for a year. And they were good for unlimited bus trips every month for 30 days. Because once you use it, the clock starts ticking. You got 30 days to use that one single pass, and then it's no good. Then you got to get another pass. I used to have 3 in my wallet all the time. I gave one to my nephew that was here with his dad and to help him go look for a job. And I gave another one to a homeless person I saw downtown. And then I gave the third one to her. So, but hers has stipulation on it. The other ones didn't. But, so now we'll see. I hope that happens. But so I have to wait to the 3rd to get my lease copy to get the application into Bright Point for the electric. And anyway, but these are the things that happen. These are things you have to do to get by sometimes. Let me see. I got a deadline on here. Let's see. Where's the deadline? It's October something. I don't know. It's early October anyway. I don't know where it's at. The original letter. But anyway, so that's, you may ask for help going through the red tape. I know. There's a lot of hoop jumping in it. It is a lot of hoop jumping. That's why I said always keep your important papers in one thing, in one place. Handy, always. Birth certificate, everything. Always keep all of that in one place. I've mentioned that I don't know how many times on here. That way, you just have what you need. Only thing usually you'll have to do is a copy of your lease, copy of your electric bill. And I'm supposed to get my driver's license changed this month too, to my new address. That's $14. I got to do that. I have to do that. So, you know. Like I said, always keep your important papers in one place. That way, when you go somewhere, you got it right there. And if you can make an extra copy of your lease, put it in the same envelope, or in my case, it's a Ziploc bag. That way you have everything. And like, this is my most current electric bill that I just got. And that's what they want to see. So, birth certificate, title to the car, social security card, proof of social security disabilities in the envelope too, all of that. So anyway, I'm running at 52 minutes. I'm all good. But again, if you have a shared experience, an experience that you can relate to, and please share that below and let everybody know that they're not alone. They're not alone. We all have to make trade-offs to make ends meet. And this is particularly geared toward people on disability or Social Security that I'm asking that of. I love you guys. I thank you for your help and support over the time I've been on YouTube. Coming up pretty soon. Well, I don't know how soon. But I had a bump in the road to where my antivirus program was going to expire. And I can't be on the internet without it because there's so much crap on here that, I had to replace the whole computer one time because there were so many, ads and stuff that had malware and stuff in it. So I won't be on the internet without my Norton antivirus. And one of my subscribers paid my subscription so I could keep doing videos. And that was great. And see, that's going to expire soon. I think March, whatever. But, like I said, that was amazing that she pitched in and did that. And so, again, it's like $700 a month being the difference between being able to do all this stuff by myself and not having to ask for help. But that's not ever going to happen. So you have to make trade-offs. You have to absolutely make trade-offs and, share how you do it below. I love you. If you can help a neighbor today, please do. One little random act of kindness can change somebody's day, especially yours. And be good to each other. We got some crazy stuff going on in Washington, D.C. right now. You don't even want me to talk about that. No, you don't. You don't want me to talk about that. So anyway, just you gotta mind your P's and Q's, and you need to take care of your own business and cover your own, what. CYA, you gotta look out for yourself, however you can, and geez, wow. Be honest in your dealings with others. Golden rule. Talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye. Be honest with your dealings. Be honest in your dealings with others. Love you.